Karma on deck. I'm Karma. This is your May 31st tarot reading for the week of May 31st. So, well into the summer. We're getting ready to start playing with that. And Mercury retrograde is in play. I'd really love to hear from you on how your Mercury is playing out. Let me know. I've been getting some text what the WTF is just going on. Pretty strange energy. On again, off again, just like a Gemini. All right, let me shuffle these really quickly and get to it. So yeah, I've been having nothing but electronics problems. And all I have to say about that is I'm coming from gratitude. Because here's what's true. I'd rather be my electronics. I mean, sometimes that can be a more frustrating because it costs us expenses, lost time. I've literally lost days to electronics being wonky. And it's just to the point where I just finally quit and went in and got in the bathtub and did an aura bath because I was like, okay, I just have to let go and recalibrate here. And so we don't have an opportunity to do that sometimes. My car is even in the shop. 10 days now, guys. 10 days. So just surrender. There's really nothing we can do about it. But like I said, I ultimately feel grateful that it's my electronics and not my relationships. I'd rather have my electronics go wonky because that I can live with. People's emotions to me are so much more important than the material. So I'm grateful my relationships aren't going wonky, although some of you are not exempt. And remember, Mercury will affect you differently based on the placement in your astrological chart, where your placement is and how you deal with Mercury in general. Now, I was born during Mercury retrograde, of course. So it's kind of a power time for me. However, I'm not exempt. Trust and believe. Let's take a look and see what your Pisces reading is looking like. Pisces rising in the house. Here we go. 10 of Wands, burden. 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. Charity, giving, wanting to come from a place of giving, or feeling as if you're in a place where you need to receive. We have the 9 of Swords. So here's what's interesting about the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, if you look, it's a woman in bed and she has all these swords pointing at her. And what this tells us is one or two things. 1, insomnia, sleep disturbances. 2, it can mean obsessive thoughts. This is the linear thinking of your brain that you can't shut off, the inability for you to get out of fear and worry. This is where we lay in bed and go, oh my goodness, I can't believe I said that. Or, man, tomorrow I have this thing to do. There's so many things and not enough time. So these are the things that keep us up at night. And this is the things that we obsess about. This could be a boyfriend we broke up with. What is he up to? Is he coming back? What's going to happen? We took a break, but not over. Like, these are the things that just like haunt us and stay within our brain over and over again, so that we end up having these moments where it's like, we just can't shut it off. Meditation is key. So if you have an opportunity to meditate, I would do it. If you're not in a meditation practice and you want some techniques, reach out. This is what I teach. Not a guided meditation where I teach you, I tell you what to think or feel. It's where I actually teach you how to sit and how to breathe, looking for box breathing, finding the pauses, what to look for, and the steps in it that occur one after the other. In the ability to, you're never going to quiet your mind in meditation. That's the one fallacy that I think I love to debunk with people, is that they think, well, I can't quiet my mind. Now, here's what's true. In my coaching, people say, I couldn't get my mind to shut up. You're not going to get your mind to shut up. It thinks at like 1,500 words a minute. It goes. And we can't really compute that much at a time. But what we can do is slow it down. We can control what we program it with and how we think and what direction we take our thoughts and how our subconscious mind is wired. When we do that, we have the ability to retreat from this linear thinking. It's like a runaway train, Snowpiercer, diving into our subconscious and reticular activating system. Thank you, Vanessa Munford, who helped me understand this. I want you to think of those old Rolodexes that you had back in the day, and you just go one to another in these files, right? And what ends up happening is when you think of a certain subject, our brain tends to follow something in alignment with it. So if you're looking for a car and you suddenly see a whole bunch of, Nissan Sentras, it's because you are focusing on that, and it will pick up a like to like, okay? So why is it I'm thinking of this all the time? But our reticular activating system, just like when we think of problems, we're going to think of another. Yep, my boyfriend broke up with me. My car broke down. My internet is out, So you keep going down the like for like for like. So what we do is we stop that process and we switch it. We go to gratitude. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I'm grateful my power is on. I'm grateful, right now I'm grateful for my health. So you start to begin to reprogram it. And the other thing about really sitting in meditation when we have moments like this is being able to separate ourselves from the problem long enough to be ambiguous to the outcome and see what's really drawing us, where it's really driving us to it. Okay. So how do we don't want to use words like attack, but how do we work through this obstacle of feeling obsessed about something? So I'm seeing also the 9 of Cups, which is like too many things, just overwhelming emotions, right? High Priestess is in play for you. That was also in play for Capricorn. It was in play for Aquarius, which is intuition. We have the 8 of Pentacles, doing things over and over and over again, expecting different results, giving the opportunity to, what's the word I want to use? Perfect our craft. Like we do things over and over in order to get better and mastery, right? We have the Death card, right? Which is about change and transformation. This is not a bad card and not my least favorite. It's actually my favorite, right? So we have this card right here for change. So when you get married for the first time, you're no longer single. That's change. Just like having a baby, you're no longer not a mother, and you have these opportunities of change. Getting married or getting divorced is the same card. So it's ambiguous to the outcome. We have the Page of Pentacles. Hi guys over there on Twitch, what's happening? So here's what I have to say about that. We have the Death card, but what's important to see is not what the Death card has to say, but what's going on around it. And what we have is the Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. What's important, you have the 6 of Swords, which is our card for things getting easier, okay? So this is meaning like coming out of a rapids in a smooth pane of glass, going exactly where you want to with no more trouble. So as you're moving forward, it's just a reminder that things are in divine timing, indicated by the Sun card too, which is celebration and awareness, the Ace of Cups, goodness and joy coming your way, the 10 of Pentacles, look at that, treasure. So you have money coming your way. So be expecting, Pisces, to find yourself in a place of abundance and receiving gifts, okay? Treasure and gift. So for you as well, the 7 of Pentacles is showing up, as well as the Temperance. So here's the thing, commitment to balance and intensity. So think of a tightrope walker. It's not something that's easy to do. When they have enough expertise, it looks easy. But finding that intensity of focus and balance is critical right here, okay? So it's telling you to take stock in what you've already done right here, 7 of Pentacles. This is a woman in a orchard, okay? I'm going to use an example of recently. I had an apricot tree. I've never had a garden or an orchard or anything like that that produced fruit and live vegetables, right? So I have this apricot tree, and on the full moon, it dropped. It just, wow, all the fruit started to drop, and I ended up with 20 to 25 pounds of apricots. Never canned anything, juiced anything, frozen, I don't know what I'm doing. But now I have this moment of opportunity to evaluate my resources and see what I have and then go forward. So this recommendation for you, Pisces, is telling you to take a look at what your resources are before you move forward. What can you offer? What do you have before you make these decisions to go forward and before you make any further commitments? So this is about what you're committed to, how you're driven by change. And there's also this message, in order for you to attain the world and these gifts of abundance, keep doing what you're doing. So yeah, there's a lot of that. And remember, Pisces, this 6 of Swords is telling us that even though you're feeling overwhelmed and you're not sure which direction things are heading, it's telling you to stay on course and stay on track. I am going to pull a card for you from the Divination of the Ancients and do a quick pull for you for this week. I'm talking to Twitch right now. If you guys want me to come back right after this and do some of these questions that you have, if you want to hang out for a few minutes when I'm finished with this, I'll come back and chat with you guys. So don't go anywhere. This is your message from Divination of the Ancients, Pisces. Let's see what your message is to focus on this week in meditation. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com, Tarot 101 classes, individual coaching where I teach you how to meditate, how to use the tarot and utilize that as a tool, a little bit of astrology so that you can keep up, and some Reiki so you can play with these 2 hands. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. Any questions, karmaondeck702@gmail. Let's see what your card is, Pisces. Chance. Ooh, lots. So I love that we've got runes right here, and these runes are saying cast your lot and take a chance. So here's the thing. Trust yourself, take a chance, trust that things are going to get better, trust that things are going to get easier. You have the World card, which tells us things are in alignment. And this is your message for this week. Chance. What chance are you going to take this week? I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. And I think I am actually going to come on and do some live question and answers. If you guys want to hang out for 5 minutes, let me go recalibrate, burn some sage, clear some air, and I'll come up and let you guys ask